Welcome back to my page. My name's Jessica and today I'm going to show you how I kit up. So in my last video I showed you the unboxing of this one. I'll show you that one there, and we marked off all the colours. So this is how I set up for a kit. So this is my, just take all these off. This is what I use when I'm doing one of my diamond paintings. I put them in numerical and alphabetical order. There's no letters in this one. It's just numbers and symbols. So mine don't go on your canvas here. They go in numerical value of the DCM numbers, the color numbers. But when I'm doing it, I find it easier to work on the actual symbol that you'll be placing the drills down on. So these are not in order for the DCM numbers, they're in order of the numbers on the kit. What I've done is gone and labeled each one that we need, and I've also gone and pulled out these are what I store my extras in, and I've pulled out all my extras in the colors that we have. So I like at the end, if I have full packets, to keep them as full packets. So all I do now is I go through each one and look for 762. Sometimes it's easier to have this in my hand as well. I have the canvas in my hand. So 762 is number 7. I'll just double check that the colors are the same. Now that one is quite different. So I'm going to put these ones back in the container that they had. So when I refill, when I empty this out, it'll be, I'll have to have 2 colors for 762 because these are quite different. Very different shades. Normally I'd check as I go, but I just did that as an extra bit. And I just open one packet. And I keep all my extra packets in a little baggie. I don't like to open too many at once, because then you end up with lots of extras sometimes. So I'll keep them to the side, and then I'll just keep going through the numbers. So we've got 3, 7, 5, 6. Yeah, these are really different numbers. Damn, I thought I was trying to get ahead of myself, but it looks like I was wrong. They're very, very different numbers, different colors to DMC. So then I just fill up my little container. I find these little containers good because they're nice and compact. The only thing is when you're tipping them out, I tend to make sure I hold the other ones down just so that they don't come over. You do get the occasional one that slides in to the other spot, but it's not so bad. Oh, those ones are okay. I'm going to top that one. This is 535. Some of your kits you'll get, they'll come in order, all stuck together. Yeah, they're the same color. Others will be like this one, that they just come randomly. Now this one is 310. I know that I've got 310 in here already. Quite often have a lot of extra 310, and I do have some backup 310 here as well. So I'll use those ones up first before I open the new packets. 648. I've lost 648. There you go, number 2. Yeah, they're really different too. So when I pack these ones away, because the colours are quite different to what I already had, I'll just end up doing 2 of these, and this is what I store them in there in a big container. And I have, at the moment I only have 1 for square and I have 2 for round, but I will be getting, I've got some more coming. So once they show up, I'll be able to have all of mine sorted. 169. Now this one's got a lot of colours, So I know that I'm going to use quite a few. I'm going to put 3 of these in this one. The ones that have only got a few, I'll only put a couple in. But this, I'll only put 1 packet in. But this one, we're definitely going to go through multiple packets. And try not to spill them everywhere like I just did. I need to get my tray out. Now I know that these little containers fit 3 of the small packets. You can probably even get, there's still a little bit of space in that one, so you could probably even squish 4 in, but I like to just do 3. 3865, yeah, they're really different too. Oops. That's no good. I really thought I was getting ahead of myself putting all my extra ones in there already, but I should have waited. Just trying to make the video go a little bit quicker. So it really shows Dye Lot and different companies have different colours in their drills. This is 939. That'll be all right. I'm just going to do one of this one. I always get excited setting up for a new kit. Sitting there and doing all. I know I'm not far off starting it. Oh, 413. Now hopefully you can see all right here. I've had to turn the light off above me because it was creating some really bad shadows. So it's a little bit difficult for me to see, but it looks like it's not too bad on the screen. A few more to go. 319. 318. This one's got quite a few, so I'm going to do 3 as well for this one, but I might just do them as individual packets so I don't spill them. A pair of scissors is always handy to keep with all your diamond painting tools. And I use my label maker, but as you can see here on the side, I try and reuse the stickers as often as I can, and that's why I have the symbol or the code or the number, depending what the kit is. I have them separate to the number of the colored number, and that's so that I can use them for multiple kits. I get quite a few uses out of each one before I need to replace it. So this time I had to replace my 7 because I'd taken it on and off so many times that it was not working anymore. It's not very sticky. So we've got 3042. I do like these little packets. They're take a little bit longer to fill, but they fit my containers better. Some people use containers that have got bigger holdings, but I kind of find it a little bit satisfying when you get to the end of one and you've got to refill it and you're like, yes, I've done all those colours. How many more have I got of those to go? So I do find that a little bit satisfying. And I'm so excited to start this one. Because I finished my latest one last night, which was really, really good timing. 3743. Wow, they're 2 really different colours. Look at that. So that one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Sorry, I'm probably knocking the table a bit. That one's a brown and this one's a purple. So I'm just trying to find the container I had it in. 3743. Oh, it's rolled away. That's why I couldn't see it. These were the old ones that I had all my extra drills stored in. Oh, these are all sticky too. But as you can see, they don't actually hold very many at all. So I'm getting rid of that way and gone to the Tic Tac boxes. I think they stack a lot nicer. They're a lot easier to handle. And my theory is to keep a few of each colour in case you happen to run out, or someone on one of my Facebook groups that I'm with needs a colour. But once my Tic Tac container, one of these, is full, if I've got any spares, I'll pass them on. I don't think I need to keep a huge amount of extra ones. Your kits should really come with enough to fill in. It's just sometimes there's an error. But there's a few people that I post all my extra drills to, and they use them to make up crafts. I saw a lady the other day who had stuck them on to a white pair of shoes. She'd stuck coloured drills all over them. It looked kind of cool. Seen people make up like letters. You know how people decorate letters to put in kids' rooms and things like that? So she decorated the letters. Another lady that does polymer magnets and then uses the drills as like little extra embellishments on the polymer clay. A pen holder, so that's really easy. You can get glues excuse me, that will stick them on, but you can also just use a double-sided tape. I think that one's quite different too. I know it's not too bad. You can use like a thin double-sided tape. Should I split that bag? No. So I'll have quite a few extra of these, and I just put them in a Ziploc bag, which I'm not sure where my spare Ziplocs have gone, and keep them near me if I need to refill. But normally get, you know, a good session or two out before I need to think about topping up. And that has some in there, so I'm not going to squish a third packet in that one. 647. I like to do this I like to put all my extra drills away at the end of each diamond painting. I know some people do work on more than one diamond painting at a time. I don't. I have just one. I work on one, get it finished, packed everything away, and then I start my next one. Set up all my new colours, and away I go. So I'll show you what I do to the canvas as well, to set the canvas up ready to go. We're almost done. We've only got a couple more colours to go here. 3072. That's a really different colour too. I'm going to have lots. I hope my new containers come by the time I finish this, because I'm going to have a few that are going to need multiple containers for different dye lots of colour. Plus I really want to just finish sorting all my squares and get them out of the little round containers. I'd love if someone in the comment has any suggestions what I can do with all the little round containers when I empty them. Might have to wash them out and make lip balms or something in them. But I won't be using them for diamond painting anymore. Oops. And who else has, oh, that was not a good one. Made a whoopsie there. Who else finds the drills in strange places? I knelt on our bath mat the other day. I had to wipe some water up after my son's bath. And I got back up and I had one stuck on my knee. It must have got stuck on the bottom of one of our feet, and we've walked on the bath mat. But they are all over my floor. What I do, like I've got a few random ones here. Oh, what I do is I just throw them in the bottom of the case. My theory behind that is that 3371. When I get to the end, if I happen to need a colour, all my random ones are going to be in my case. But I just try and keep them off the floor, basically. Or else they'll all end up over the floor, which they do anyway, but I think that's half the fun of diamond painting, finding the random spots that they end up in. What am I looking for here? 934. Who can see 934? See, it's strange. Some of the colours are alright, but some are really far off. That one's okay. Some of them are just so far off. Okay, lucky last one, 414. This is one that we're going to need lots of, so I'm just going to do 3 straight off. All those containers. I'm going to put my 310s in my baggie too, because I reckon I can use up what I've got. I do have 2 big bags of 310s sitting there that have not been opened. Come on, actually come. Well, I did that pretty good. I only did 1 major spill, which was pretty good going. So now all my drills are set up. I'll just pop them to one side. And this is good because it clips shut as well. So I can take it, if I'm going somewhere on holidays or something, I can take it with me. And then I just have my pen case in here. I've got some extra of the sticky stuff, and then my tools in here, so that's nice and compact. All I need to do is take that and obviously any spare drills and my canvas. So how do I set up my canvas? Now, after taking this one off when I did the unboxing, this the paper on it was very much almost exactly the same size as the adhesive section on, oh no, I've got a bit of paper stuck to it, on my on the diamond painting I'm sticking to the table. So what I'm going to do, and what I like to do when it'll flatten out and stop sticking to the table, a lot of people use washi tape, but I find it really, really expensive. So I use masking tape. So what we're going to do, you can see this edge here, it's got a little bit dusty. And that was just from me looking at the numbers last night. So sometimes you do need to, the frame doesn't quite cover when you're framing it. It doesn't quite cover. So you don't want that section really, really sticky. And I've done this, so I just lay a strip of masking tape as close as I can to the numbers, to the edge. This doesn't want to play nice to me today. I'm just going to put this over here so I don't stick it to anything. So right as close as I can to the edge, and that's just going to protect any adhesive. Now normally, I might cut that off actually. No, we'll just bend it back. Masking tape's good because it will peel back off once you're done. Might be a bit harder now I've gone around the edge, but it will peel off. Let's do this edge now. I am going to lose my key, but that's okay because I've got them all, I've got all my drills sorted already. So I know what numbers go with what symbol. And if I need to, I can always peel the masking tape back to see it. But I do like to try and protect that edge so it doesn't get too fluffy. It always picks up all sorts of things from fur on jumpers or whatever you're wearing. Now we're going in, especially going into winter, when we're going to have more, wearing more jumpers and long sleeve tops. And my dressing gown's quite furry, and quite often I'm wearing that at night. Alright, so we'll do this bottom section. Just line it up the best you can. Now this one I'm going to start at the top corner and work my way up, I think is what I decided on this one. Depending on the size of them will depend where I start, but I like to work in a corner at a time, or a section at a time. Yet again, it's more, I will do, I'll show you what I will do a, what's it called? One color at a time. I don't tend to do multiple colors. I tend to only have one color out. I've got a young son. I can always get distracted. He needs mummy for something, so I don't tend to have multiple colors out. But I'll do that one color in that whole section. I don't do it over the whole canvas. I'll do it in the one section. Complete that section and come back to it. So what I might do before I put my paper back on, you could have just peeled a section of like the edge of the paper off and then done the side, but because I knew my paper wasn't right after peeling it all the way back the other day, I just pulled it all off. I'm going to cut this in half actually, because then I'll work in panels. And what I like about the paper rather than the plastic is, now let's try and put this one back on. Hopefully I don't, yeah, I'm going to have a big gap down the middle. I like it because you can actually see it blocks off the section you're working on. So I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So normally what I do instead of removing the whole piece is I just peel back, peel it back, put my masking tape on. So when I'm working, this is why I like the paper. I'll peel this back, put a little fold in it, and that's the section I'm going to work on. I find it hard with the clear plastic, but if you've got the clear plastic on your painting, get yourself some washi tape or the masking tape, and I put it along the edge of the plastic, and that gives me a line to work at. So I'll just show you a couple of, I'll just do a couple of little colors to show you what I do. So I tend to, when I work in a section, I tend to start at the bottom right hand side, and then I just pick whatever color that is. I tend to leave this open in my container. I know it's a bit scary. Why are they not shut? I know it's a bit scary, but I find in the container they don't tend to spill. And the reason that I leave it open is so that I remember what number or what symbol or which one I'm working on. Because quite often, like I said, I've got a young son. So while he's sitting down eating, if I've already finished, I'll sit and do some. And you know, things happen, you get distracted. So leaving it open is how I always know what color I'm working on. And then I just go along and find all of that shape. That we're doing a symbol at the moment. And place it. Now, if you don't place it, this is a square one. If you don't place it quite right, that's okay. Once you start getting other colors around it, then it will straighten up a little bit. And that's it for me today. I'm going to stop so I can turn my light on and I can see the canvas a little bit better. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.